The next verses are clearly plagiarizing from the King James Version Bible, although they do twist the whole idea of what the Bible was implying and make up a new use for the plagiarized words. Book of Mormon, 3 Nephi, chapter 10, verses 4 through 6, quote, O ye people of these great cities which have fallen, who are descendants of Jacob, yea, who are of the house of Israel, how oft have I gathered you as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and have nourished you, and again how oft would I have gathered you as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings? Yea, O ye people of the house of Israel, who have fallen, yea, O ye people of the house of Israel, ye that dwell at Jerusalem, as ye that have fallen. Yea, how oft would I have gathered you, as a hen gathereth her chickens, and ye would not. O ye house of Israel, whom I have spared, how oft will I gather you, as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, if ye will repent and return unto me with full purpose of heart. End quote. We find this in the Bible, Matthew chapter 23, verses 37 through 39, quote, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and ye would not. Behold, your house is left unto you desolate. For I say unto you, ye shall not see me henceforth, till ye shall say, Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. End quote. We also find in Luke chapter 13, verses 34 and 35, quote, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, which killest the prophets and stonest them that are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, as a hen doth gather her brood under her wings, and ye would not. Behold, your house is left unto you desolate. And verily I say unto you, ye shall not see me, until the time come when ye shall say, Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. End quote. The quote-unquote Jesus in the Book of Mormon, 3 Nephi chapter 10, verses 4 through 6, makes this gathering of Israel out to be something like giving them assistance from time to time, which has happened time and again in their past and conditionally will happen time and again in the future. By contrast, when the historical Jesus of the Bible talks about gathering the children of Jerusalem, quote, as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, end quote, the way that I understand this is that he physically, as Lord of Lords and King of Kings, has wanted in the past, wants in the present, and is going to in the future gather his people under his wings to forever be their Lord and God, which I believe is strongly evidenced when he says, quote, Ye shall not see me henceforth till ye shall say, Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. End quote. He is talking to the Jews who reject him as Messiah and will not gather them until the time that they accept him as Messiah, as prophesied in the book of Revelation. Book of Mormon, 3 Nephi, chapter 19, verse 18, quote, And behold, they began to pray, and they did pray unto Jesus, calling him their Lord and their God. End quote. This verse is clearly plagiarizing and trying to one-up John chapter 20, verse 28 from the Bible, which says, quote, And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my God. End quote. It should also be pointed out that Mormons are not supposed to pray to Jesus, and they believe that their only quote-unquote God is a separate quote-unquote God from Jesus, that being their version of, quote, God the Father, end quote. There are many war stories in the Book of Mormon which are clearly fictional. With God, all things are possible. But the God of the Bible does not usually work in off-the-wall ways, and many of the unbelievable stories do not even attempt to say that God was doing these things. Book of Mormon, Ether chapter 14, verse 30 says this, quote, And it came to pass that Shiz smote upon Coriantumr, that he gave him many deep wounds. And Coriantumr, having lost his blood, fainted, and was carried away as though he were dead. Coriantumr having lost his blood? Did he lose it all? Book of Mormon, Ether chapter 15, verse 9, And it came to pass that they fought an exceedingly sore battle, in which Coriantumr was wounded again, and he fainted with the loss of blood. How many people a couple of thousand years ago would you expect fainted due to a loss of blood from wounds received in battle, and lived? This is twice for Coriantumr. Book of Mormon, Ether chapter 15, verses 23 through 31, And on the morrow they fought again, and when the night came, they had all fallen by the sword, save it were 52 of the people of Coriantumr, and 69 of the people of Shiz. And it came to pass that they slept upon their swords that night, and on the morrow they fought again, and they contended in their might with their swords and with their shields all that day. And when the night came, there were 32 of the people of Shiz, and 27 of the people of Coriantumr. And it came to pass that they ate and slept, and prepared for death on the morrow. And they were large and mighty men as to the strength of men. And it came to pass that they fought for the space of 3 hours, and they fainted with the loss of blood. And it came to pass that when the men of Coriantumr had received sufficient strength that they could walk, they were about to flee for their lives. But behold, Shiz arose, and also his men, and he swore in his wrath that he would slay Coriantumr, or he would perish by the sword. Wherefore he did pursue them, and on the morrow he did overtake them, and they fought again with the sword. And it came to pass that when they had all fallen by the sword, save it were Coriantumr and Shiz, behold, Shiz had fainted with the loss of blood. And it came to pass that when Coriantumr had leaned upon his sword, that he rested a little, he smote off the head of Shiz. And it came to pass that after he had smitten off the head of Shiz, that Shiz raised up on his hands and fell. And after that he had struggled for breath, he died. Very dramatic, but insanely unrealistic. The writer of this story must have never done any real fighting, because a sword fight involving 52 on one side and 69 on the other would be over in minutes, not hours, and certainly not days, if the fighting were going on as described. They contended in their might. Most people would probably be passing out due to exhaustion, even without any wounds, if they were in a full-fledged fight with swords and shields after probably 20 minutes or less. I'm no expert on hand-to-hand combat, but while I was in the army, we did pugil stick fights, fighting with padded sticks hand-to-hand, and I was very tired within less than 5 minutes, and my life wasn't even on the line. In a sword fight, you can be dead in 2 seconds with one wrong move. Unless I'm reading this wrong, it looks like all the men in both armies fainted due to the loss of blood in the middle of this passage. It further looks to me like, with no assistance, not only did these men not die, they got back up and fought each other again a few hours later.